this video, we're going to cover interval notation. So if we look at the interval notation, it's just basically a way to describe a set of numbers. And they include either parentheses or brackets, and they're always ordered from least to greatest. So if a number is not included, and that would look like a number line, right? So if we had an open circle, then you are using parentheses. If a number is to be included, just like you would have on a closed circle on a number line, like right here, if it was closed, then that's when you are going to use brackets. So use a number line to help you determine whether or not you use parentheses or brackets. And then you always want to go your numbers from least to greatest. So it's going to be least, comma, greatest. And then you're either going to have a bracket or a parenthesis, and then a bracket or a parentheses. It depends on whether or not that number is going to be included. So let's take a look at number 1. Now I'm talking about all real numbers greater than or equal to -3. So if we were to take a look on a number line and write that out on a number line, you guys would recognize that, well, it's greater than or equal to -3, so it would look something like this, right? So the smallest number that you have is -3, and it's going to go to infinity. Now, the question is, do you use brackets or not? Well, it's greater than or equal to, so it is closed, so we're going to use a bracket. But see, on infinity, you can never reach infinity. It's an idea, it's not a physical number. So you will always have parentheses with infinity. So let's take a look at all real numbers less than 10. So if I were to do a number line, I would have an open circle and I would have that. So if I look here, the smallest number is going to be -infinity. The biggest number is going to be 10. You can never reach infinity or -infinity. So infinity is always going to have parentheses. And the 10 is an open circle, so I am going to use parentheses. So here it says on number 3, all real numbers between 3 and 12. And it doesn't necessarily say that they are equal to 3 or equal to 12. It just says in between 3 and 12. So if we were to take a look at that, 3 would be our smallest, 12 would be our largest. They are both open, so we are going to have open parentheses. Now let's take a look at this example on number 4. We've got 5 and we've got 14. We've got an open circle saying x is bigger than 5, but less than or equal to 14. So that means x is in between these sets of numbers. So again, in interval notation, we put our least to greatest. 5 is an open circle and 14 is a closed circle, so we're going to use brackets accordingly.